Hello everybody, and welcome back to Tarot Without Suckers. I'm your boy, Holy Mountaineering, aka Afraid or Not, and we're here today with chapter 0.5. So if you have not seen the introduction, or chapter 0.0 through 0.4, please go back and watch those now. This video will make a lot more sense to you if you do that. Today we're going to be talking about synchronicity and how to not attribute everything to the universe trying to convey a very specific message to you. So, also like this video, subscribe to my channel, leave me a nasty comment. I don't give a fuck. So, synchronicity. What is synchronicity? Synchronicity is seeing patterns. Synchronicity can be explained by somebody like Carl Jung better than I can, for fucking sure. Dr. Jung put forward a new concept that he called synchronicity. This term means a meaningful coincidence of outer and inner events that are not themselves causally connected. The emphasis lies on the word meaningful. So, it is a meaningful coincidence. Now, if you're anything like me, and dear God, I hope that you're not, you might like to watch wild-ass Illuminati videos on YouTube. This is a great example of non-meaningful coincidences. In the last video that I know that you watched, because you're still watching this video, chapter 0.4, I talked a little bit about Gestalt psychology and about this Gestalt law where our perception, we try to perceive things as orderly and constructed. This is how wackadoodle YouTube conspiracy folks have it all figured out. This is how someone can see some kids getting shot at in a school in Florida and be like, no way that's real, this is a conspiracy, and they're crisis actors, to keep it relevant. No, they're probably not. Sometimes our minds will go to great lengths to create, check this out, there's more shit on the microphone thing. Yeah, also, I know that since you've seen the last video, and I'm doing this one, immediately afterwards, I didn't even watch it, edit it, whatever, fucking one go, we're doing it, guys. I'm really high, super stoned, and I might actually kind of bail out over to screen right and get more weed stuff as this video progresses. So, meaningful coincidences. One could say all coincidences are meaningful if you give them meaning, to which I would say you should maybe not give all coincidence meaning. Or, fuck it, I don't know, give all coincidence meaning. However, it is, again, important to have your psychological foundation laid, because some things seem very important at the time, and then if you can ever back up and get perspective, the meaningfulness of the coincidences might fade a little bit. That's why it's important to have the bedrock of a good personal psychological foundation before doing this, because to be any good at this, you're going to have to pick up on meaningful coincidences. It's going to be important for the reader, for the practitioner, to understand the difference between something that's passing and like, oh, maybe that's interesting or maybe it's not, leave it alone, fuck with it, whatever. It's important to know when to hold them, when to fold them, when to walk away, and when to run. Always want to work a Kenny Rogers bit into anything that I do, because that's the kind of life that I'm living. The gambler. Yeah, this is the point where I'm just... Sorry about that. So, anyway. Meaningful coincidence. Meaningful coincidence. So, when reading tarot, I personally, and especially to new readers, would always suggest knowing as minimal about the querent or the person that you're reading for as possible. You can't really do this with yourself. But, you know, like, you will pick up on your own synchronicities. If you are following Liber 9, Liber Vel, Librizactorium, whatever, then you will be familiar with the tarot cards that are at least somewhat similar. And this is, again, synchronicity. The other day I did a spread on Tumblr for someone, and the card in Keter at the top of the tree was the universe. And then the card at the bottom of the tree was the Queen of Discs, which is similar in a lot of ways to the universe on a much more, you know, way down here mundane level. To me, they're both about perspective. Parts of them are about perspective. Like, boom, fucking crazy, cool, awesome. Boom, put it in fucking writing, send it down the pipeline. Neat. Now, if I had, like, the universe up here, and I had a card down here, and I was like, there's like 2 or 3 colors in the card in Keter that there are in the card in Malkuth, the universe. Oops. You know, that's let's dig into that. Let's fuck with that. That would be wasting everyone's time. Like, sure, maybe there's something there, but remember, we're doing magic. Tarot is magic with a K. And so there will be a lot of information to get, and you might want to focus on larger, more important information, especially at first. We're going to get into the weeds. Do not fret. We will be doing some real learning of, you know, the symbols and all of the wacky stuff that you yahoos came here for. But it's important for us to know now sort of where the breaks are with a lot of this stuff. So, back to meaningful coincidences. If you are doing a spread for someone else, or you're just pulling a card for someone else, and you get the Prince of Cups because you're using the Thoth deck because you're my student, or if not, let's say you're using the Thoth deck and you get the Prince of Cups. And to the querent, to the person that you're reading for who's not you in this example, you're like, wow, I was having a crazy conversation about eagles earlier today with someone because they saw a thing on Wikipedia. Nobody gives a fuck at all. That is not relevant. If you saw an eagle on your way to do the tarot spread, that is relevant information. But nobody wants to hear about how you... This is a little bit of the narration part. You probably can't really see this. But this is a little bit of narration. That's not a meaningful coincidence, especially to the other person. You were there. You were talking about eagles or something. That probably... Nobody else probably who wasn't in that conversation possibly one or more people in that conversation don't really give a fuck about it anyway, so leave it alone. Let's give another example of synchronicity gone wrong. Say you draw a card for yourself in the morning, and that card is the Nine of Wands strength, right? So you got the Nine of Wands strength, and you're feeling pretty good. And then you walk into Home Depot and you're supposed to get 10 nails, you get 9 nails. And you get home and you're like doing whatever you would do with 10 nails, and you're like, shit, I only got 9 nails. You know, if your mind goes to Nine of Wands, that's natural. However, I wouldn't give that necessarily too much thought. That is a coincidence. You can give that meaning if you would like, or if you feel like that benefits you can do that. But in my experience, people who attribute vast amounts of meaning to trivial information with such consistency as to be crazy. Is that okay? Can I say crazy? Yeah, I mean, let's go back to the psychology, the foundation of having a good equilibrium to work from. I'm not saying that you need to be neurotypical, or that people who are mentally ill can't do magic. That's not at all what I'm saying. I wouldn't be here doing this if that were true. What I am saying is that we are prone to throw our weight behind imbalances. We like what we like. We have cognitive bias that often prevents us from seeing both sides of things, or seeing our own vested interest in things. It's very easy to convince yourself of altruism, or to convince yourself that you believe in something because it's true, when it benefits you and it's full of information that you already believe. We are prone, again, to believe what we already believe. Order, symmetry, our beliefs, we like to back them up. So do not let synchronicity control you. Do not let synchronicity become something that you are constantly trying to make. It's neat. Anybody that's ever had deja vu knows, like, it's kind of neat. Even if it's off-putting and it weirds you out, it's like, oh, okay, like, this kind of happened before. Like, that's a weird, neat feeling. When something becomes, like, very, when something feels like a synchronicity, like, that's, like, a good feeling. It releases chemicals in our brains that are like, yeah, that's sick as fuck. I'm such a sick magician. I'm a wizard. But, like, that information might be helping you confirm your biases instead of helping you confront your biases, because you should be confronting your biases, because everyone's wrong, especially us. So I think that I'm more or less going to end this video on that note. Thank you for watching Tarot Without Suckers. I'm your boy, Holy Mountaineering, aka Afraid or Not, and please like this video, subscribe to my channel, leave me a comment if you have any questions, say nice things about me, say mean shit about me, just say something, do something, live your life, but try not to live it too crazy or something. I don't really give a shit. I mean, you do you. Like, let's be real. What do I care? Oh yeah, it's still recording. Bye, everybody.